Hello everyone, Jose here from dfshowto.com, and today I'm going to walk you through how to build a quick NBA FanDuel lineup in under 10 minutes hopefully. So let's just get right to it. Once you're in the lobby for NBA in FanDuel, you have to select your slate. So you can do either 7:30, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., which are our options for today. We'll just do the 7:30, which is the main one today, and we'll go to the $2 one real quick here. We're gonna enter a new lineup. You got a quick glance there at my lineup today. Hopefully it does well, or else I'm gonna be embarrassed. But here, once you're in the actual tournament, you have all your players, and this is where you build your lineup. On the top right, you'll see download players list. We'll do just that, and you'll see it come down here. If you have Excel, then awesome. If not, just go to drive.google.com to go to your drive, and then press new, press Google Sheets. So we're trying to open this file right now. So we just went to Google Sheets, and then we'll just press File, Open. And here we want to go to Upload, select the file from your computer, and then you got to browse for this file. You just download it, which should be under Downloads probably. And then if you're in a Mac at least, and it should be called FanDuel NBA, and then just make sure if you have more than one file, just make sure it's like the one you just downloaded, which is today at 7 p.m. We'll open that. So as that opens, it's uploading, it's opening the whole thing. And something that's not great about FanDuel as CSV is that they separate first name and last name, which is not good for our spreadsheet. So let's just right click on C here and insert one left so we can merge the column D and E. So I'm naming it player just for the heck of naming it something, and then we'll do equals D2 ampersand quotation space quotation ampersand E2, which is the last name, and D2 is the first name, E2 is their last name. You'll see here we get a little preview of what it is. John Wall, that's correct. We press enter. Then we click on it again, and then you see this little square here. We'll hold that down all the way to the last row that we have available. And that's 181. So now we let it go, and it applies the formula to everyone. So now we want to clean this up a little bit. So let's just right click on A and delete this column because we don't need it. Then we will drag B by holding it down to the left of A. And now we have player, we have position, but we need salary. So let's just grab G here, drag it to the right of B, and now we have essentially what we want. But let's just do Command A or Control A if you're in a Windows computer, and then we'll do Command C or Control C if you're in a Windows computer. So Command is for Mac, Control is for Windows, and moving forward I'm just going to say Command, but every time I say Command it's pretty much Control if you're in a Windows computer. So we'll head on over to our spreadsheet here. We'll click on player salaries. We'll select everyone, and I've already used this spreadsheet here, but I'm just going to select everyone by pressing Command A, and then I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to come here, and in the first cell I'm going to first cell, right click, paste special, paste values only, so that way we don't drag over the formulas. So now that we have this, we'll press on A2 here, then hold down Shift and go all the way down to the last row. Hold down Shift, press on this last cell here, C181, do Command C for copying it. We'll go to projections, and from here we're gonna again A2. We're gonna go all the way down to 181. Hold down Shift, press on C181, delete, and now all that is gone. Make sure you only delete column A, B, and C, and not D, E, F, or anything after that, because this already has a formula, so we don't want to delete that. So in player, we press on A2, we do Command B, and that's going to copy everyone over. Once we have that, we want to drag over the names to the optimizer tab. So we're going to just again press on A2, scroll all the way down to the last one, hold down Shift, click on A181, go to optimizer, press on the first one here, which is B2, go all the way down, hold down Shift, click the last one, delete, And then on the first one here, we do Command V. Oh, apologies, I actually didn't copy correctly. So here we want to make sure we copy this. See there, I actually unfortunately copied over everything. I only want the names for this section. So we'll do Command V, and now we're good. Because again, we have formulas for this, so we don't want to overwrite those. We only want to overwrite this, the player names, which is manually. So now I want to get my data for Number Fire and Daily Fantasy Nerd. So let's just head on over to Daily Fantasy Nerd, and I'm going to open a Number Fire tab as well, just for time's sake. Under Daily Fantasy Nerd, if my internet helps me out a little, you want to click on Optimizer on the top, and then, apologies, my internet's a little slow right now. So once you click on Optimizer, you want to click on Projections, and once you're in the projections, you want to make sure you're under FanDuel and it's a current date. Once you're here, you want to use this little table capture icon up here, and you see that there's two options. The first option is actually trying to select the first table, so we want this one with the 181 because that's the amount of rows that we actually want. We press on copy to clipboard, we have it in our clipboard now, and we go to our optimizer here. We do Command A to select everything in case we've been using it before. We delete that. We go to A1, we do Command V, and that's going to copy everyone over. So now we want to do the same for this one right here, which is the Number Fire one. Again, make sure FanDuel is selected here. Again, table capture. In this case, we only have one. We do copy to clipboard. We go over to Number Fire. We select everything with Command A. We delete. Go to A1. We copy with Command V, and that's it. We have it there. Now we want to go to Roto Grinders, and this should already be updated, but let's just double click on A1, do Command X for caught, and then do enter. Once everything is gone, you want to do Command B on A1 and do enter twice. So the formula is now it's grabbing the data from Roto Grinders directly. Everything's pulled into the same time. We go to projections, and we just kind of glance over it just to make sure everything looks great. For some reason, Number Fire is not pulling in Nicola, so let's just go to Number Fire real quick. Let's do a quick search for Nicola. The second one, they actually have them at 0. He might not be playing today or something, so we're okay with that. But we'll just get a quick glance. We'll see there's a lot of players that are actually out. We feel confident with it. We go to the optimizer. If you're in the optimizer tab, you want to go up to add-ons, open solver, open sidebar, and then since all of this should already be set for you, you should just press on solve model, and that should give you your model, your optimized player list for your lineup. So this is going right now, and it's just analyzing the whole lineup, and it's going one by one to give us the best possible solution. Once that comes back, it'll give us multiple ones on the left, which are the players that we want to play. Usually I just kind of like scroll down to see what the status is and keep track of it. It just jumps around until we go through every single player. Right now we have 181 players, so it took a little bit, but as soon as that's done, we'll go over to FanDuel and insert that. If you don't have this spreadsheet yet, you can, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can get the link at the bottom to just subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll send you the spreadsheet right away. If not, there's also a link at the bottom that you can go through the tutorial. If you don't see the link to the newsletter, just go on over to tutorial, and from there you can also sign up, and we'll send you that spreadsheet right away as well. And if not, you can also just walk through it yourself and actually go through the tutorial yourself and set up the spreadsheet if you want. There's no actual need to go through it, but if you want to do it, you can do it yourself. As you can see now, we have multiple ones here. I highlight them in green just so it's a little bit easier, and this is the lineup that is returning to us. So now you have Carmelo, you have Lerner, you have Aldridge, you have Rudy Gobert, you have Oladipo, Aaron Gordon, D'Angelo Russell, and Zach LaVine. And we also have Shelvin Mack. So if you actually scroll down, you can see what the lineup's optimized to be. It's projected to be 294, So we'll see if that's true or not later today. Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. You can just pause it, take it easy, go at your own pace. But once you get the hang of it, you should just be able to build this in no time. Hopefully in less than 10 minutes. It'll be real quick. It'll give you a good glance of a quick lineup to build or value plays to check out. Check out the links at the bottom. Thank you very much for your support. This is Jose. It's been a pleasure. Head on over to dfshowto.com for the most basic things in daily fantasy sports. Until next time.